Hey, welcome back to P Class.
I am Deborah, and this is co-star Paige.
Thanks for subscribing and liking our last video. So we really appreciate it.
Thank you so much. We appreciate all the support. As I think everyone probably heard, Trump has done some pardons and commuted a couple sentences for people. And we have one angry, well, he said he's not angry, but I'm sure he's a little upset. Joe Exotic, aka Tiger King.
Oh, yes.
And here's one of Joe's Instagram stories. It says, freedom, hashtag free Joe Exotic. Call the White House. But the White House's number. Is that really the White House's number?
I don't know. I'll put a pop up if it is.
Okay.
I don't
So
feel
this is
like I don't feel like this is the exact. How does he have Instagram from jail or
he
somebody
claims
else
his
running it?
lawyer posts for him, but I don't know.
Who is his lawyer that is posting this?
I don't know.
I need this
I have no
lawyer.
idea. He's probably calling his lawyer, being like, "Hey, post all this stuff for me. I'm pissed.
Now Joe Exotic's pissed off.
Working on this pardon for years."
That is such a great photo of him. I can't. He's just like, ah.
Right?
Call him Joe Exotic.
I know.
All right, let's see what this guy says.
It says press notice. Now this is from Joe Exotic's Instagram. It says, just for the record, all the headlines the past 48 hours are misleading. I have never said I was pissed or mad at Trump for pardoning anyone.
Now Joe Exotic's pissed off.
I was disappointed that he keeps skipping over me when the evidence is there that the government witnesses have admitted to perjury on world television and had a plot to kill me, and Trump leaves me here after campaigning on the idea the Justice Department is weaponized against Americans, including himself. My case is a perfect example. I supported Trump in 2016 and in 2019 and in 2025 and will continue to do so if he pardons me or not. Do I hope he does? Yes. I don't belong here. Will I be
Well,
disappointed if he doesn't? Absolutely. Just as millions of registered voters will be. Pray he does the right thing.
how many people are like really wishing Joe Exotic was out? I mean,
I mean,
he's an
226 liked it
interesting
at the
guy.
time.
I mean, that's about all. That's about all. I mean, Joe Exotic is a very entertaining person. I'll give him that. But I mean, you do the crime, you do the time. People don't really like animal abusers, and
Right. I
that's
know he has
that's
like
what he
a
went for.
conspiracy to kill Carol Baskin, which I
That was more
understand.
entertaining than anything.
Right. Like I understand that now those people who said that are retracting statements and stuff, but
Yeah.
like, I feel like there was more to the case than just that conspiracy. Like there was, like the animal abuse and stuff with the
Yeah.
tigers and
The giant tigers, that's kind of like the main problem.
right. And maybe Trump just isn't for that.
I would think that probably not for that.
Right.
Also, the
Joe's just
space. The space, I don't
it's his
know if that
mugshot. Yeah.
looks, not sure that's a great campaign slogan.
Dido. Pages. Just so everyone knows, I have completed 24 classes, fought cancer, got married, with 2005 good days earned, plus helped the elderly all while in prison. My earliest out date is October 1st, 2030, unless President Trump sees that I really tried hard to better myself. I'm sure he has, but Trump's like, hey, you'll be out in a few years. Chill,
Right.
NBA YoungBoy. He was pardoned by President Trump. And this is a statement that he put out. He said, I want to thank President Trump for granting me a pardon and giving me the opportunity to keep building as a man, as a father, and as an artist. This moment means a lot. It opens the door to a future I've worked hard for. And I am fully prepared to step into this. Big thanks to the pardon, Cesar,
Czar.
Miss
Czar.
Alice Marie Johnson for fighting for second chances for so many people, and to my lawyer, Brittany K. Barnett, for being in my corner and all your hard work to make this possible. And thank you to everyone who believed in me. I'm grateful. I'm focused. I'm ready. Control. Good for YoungBoy for getting pardoned.
Right? I mean, that's more decent people pardon than what somebody else did.
Right. I mean, oh, YoungBoy, he's dealt with a lot in his past few years, and I feel like hopefully he's ready,
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
especially as him being a dad. I think that was a nice.
Yeah, he has a lot of kids. He's like
Yeah.
12 or 13 kids, I think.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, he has a lot of children that are, looking up to him. So,
Yeah, you got to provide for them guys. Justin Bieber,
okay.
what is he up to?
Yeah, what is he? There's been a lot of talk about Justin and Hailey Bieber in the news lately. So,
Oh,
scrolling through my Instagram, I came across a few interesting posts. So, recently, Hailey Bieber sold Rhode for $1 billion to Elf Beauty. She will remain
nice.
involved as Chief Creative Officer and Head of Innovation, which is good for her. That's a really good sale.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks like
I'll
this
say.
post is Justin Bieber congratulating his wife. I'm sure he's happy. Okay, so Justin must be happy about. Justin is also excited for summer. But one photo he posted to his Instagram, he was smoking a
That thing.
BLUNT, some grass, and
Yeah,
mostly with
you
his
can just tell
buddies.
by their face that that's what he was doing.
Oh yeah. Jeez. And the next photo he has is his son laying right next to him. People in the comments were upset, thinking he was possibly smoking near his child. Is this all for rage
Yeah.
bait, or does he have a problem like what everyone says?
Well, I mean, what's her face? 600-pound sisters just got arrested for smoking a thing with her kid in the car.
Well, she had a medical marijuana.
Right.
She had a license, but it wasn't for the state she was caught with it in.
Oh, I see,
She,
I see.
because when they visited that zoo, the zoo was in like Tennessee, that was it. I think
Oh,
they're
yeah,
from Kentucky or something. But
yeah.
when she got bit by that dang giraffe, no, it was a
A
camel.
camel.
Sorry,
God dang
yeah,
camel.
that camel bit her. And the camel bit her, and then
Dang.
the guy who owned the zoo said that she looked
Camels are
funky.
a-holes.
Yeah, why would he must have thought she looked tasty?
She looked like a snack.
Snack. Nice arm. Yeah, so
Oh,
apparently when they
snacks.
searched the vehicle, they found her medical marijuana,
Yep.
and since her children were in the car, yeah, she got charged with that stuff. But
Yeah.
she claimed that she didn't know she couldn't bring it across state lines. Like, how do you not know? Honestly,
I mean,
they tell you when you get stuff like that. They tell you
was
can't
she
do that.
paying attention, though? Was
Prob-
she paying attention?
Probably not. She doesn't seem like she does too much.
Yeah, also weed makes you have this face and,
He's like,
not
whoa,
pay attention. What's going on?
is that my kid? Don't just
Yeah, I can see why people get real pissed about this.
people get mad. Yeah, people are in the comments are pretty upset.
Well, anytime you add a kid into anything on Instagram, Facebook, people have a lot of opinions,
Yes, that's why I'm wondering, is this
right
rage
or
bait?
wrong.
Like, is this rage
Yeah,
bait?
I could see it being rage bait, but I mean, maybe he just thought it was a cute picture. I don't know. I don't see it, but
Yeah, I don't see it either. These are some of the comments people left behind.
doing drugs wrong, baby. Don't be doing that. Yes.
Yeah, it says, don't smoke in front of your kid.
Jeez.
Doing drugs with the baby around?
Jeez,
Question mark.
Bieber.
And this looks like a teen dad promo from MTV. That's funny.
Walk me through your photo selection process.
Yeah, right. That's funny.
There's Ryan. I wonder what they're up to now, as if they would ever have drama.
He once
Right.
told Gypsy that if they split up, Gypsy could not be with me or he would threaten to take Aurora away. That's how controlling he is. And that's one reason I don't like him. He has threatened custody over her so many times since Aurora's born. How old is Aurora? 5 months? I don't like him for that. I don't like him for the fact that he calls her names.
Gypsy Rose.
Wow, that's a lot of information Ryan just dropped on us.
Oh, yeah.
Apparently, Ken's a
I mean,
little
but it's not
controlling.
his kid, though, right?
Not Ryan's, no.
Yeah. So I don't know why he cares.
I don't either. But, I mean, I don't know. I wonder if Ken has threatened custody over Aurora because of Ryan, or if he's threatening custody over Aurora because of stuff that Gypsy's doing. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I wonder what kind of names he's calling Gypsy.
Yeah, that is interesting.
Yeah, it's like, what kind of names is he? You know, like what's going on? You know?
Yeah, because it kind of feels like the vibe, or they're kind of like people seem to kind of like Gypsy's ex, because he seemed like he wanted to take care of her, and where this guy seems like he just kind of swooped in again, and it's like,
Like for the money or
who do you?
something.
Yeah, and it's like, who do you believe? Who's telling the truth? Is no one telling the truth?
I wish Ryan would say more. You know, because he's held back so
Yeah.
much.
Mm-hmm.
I know he's, tried protecting Gypsy, and I know also he doesn't want to lose his job,
I mean, that's fair.
right? Because he is a teacher.
Boom. Boom again. Gone. Pixie, go eat him.
He's throwing away pictures at this point.
Dog. Pixie.
Look at she grabbed some of the garbage she was throwing out.
Oh, Pixie actually ate
Gypsy.
it. All right, I'm gonna pick
Go
the other
Pixie,
one
go.
up. That's wrong on so many levels. Pixie misses her mama, I guess. Sorry.
Well, that's the dog
Yeah.
that Gypsy convinced him to get,
Mm-hmm. He left.
and then poor doggy misses his mama.
Misses her so much. He's eating her pictures, or she's eating the pictures.
She knows what's up. I knew a girl that she had a boyfriend, and the dog hated that boyfriend. He used to piss in his shoes. It didn't happen with anybody else, just this particular boyfriend, and the dog would pee on his shoes every single time,
Well, hey,
which was
animals
an
know.
obvious warning sign. That turned out to be a real crap boyfriend. So,
Yeah.
good job on the dog. So now she always makes sure the dog and boyfriend gets along, which is a much better idea.
Wow. I said animals, they know,
Mm-hmm.
they can sense it.
Always there for you, always have been, and you knew you could count on me. That's why you reached out, let's be honest. But let's stop
Yeah.
acting like that was the only time you reached out. I'm sure that's what you had to tell Kenny Boy, that I reached out during postpartum and it was only postpartum. Okay. All right. Anyway. All right. So that part of the video was damage control for your relationship.
Yeah. I could see that.
Yeah, me too.
Like, Gypsy basically having to say, yeah, I didn't reach out to Ken because obviously that would look pretty bad.
Yeah,
I wonder if he has receipts.
I think he does. He just, like I said, I wish he would show more and tell more. He's slowly starting to open up more because he's slowly figuring out that Gypsy's really not there
Gypsy
for
and
him.
Ken just keep throwing him under the bus.
Oh yeah,
And he's, they're making him look like the crazy one, even though he doesn't actually look like the crazy one. But, I mean, a dude can only take so much,
right. They make him
especially
feel
when
like
you
he's
just keep
obsessed.
using him like that. Yeah.
And the only reason he acts that way is because Gypsy behind the scenes is allegedly, talking to him, telling him all this stuff, misleading him, misguiding him.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I'm sure whenever her and Ken get in a fight or something goes wrong, she's running back to Ryan in text messages or phone calls, and then Ken might not know about it,
I gotta keep them both on a leash.
right? I keep Ryan in the back pocket. I keep Ken on the boyfriend.
One for the top, one for the bottom.
Exactly. Well, you never know when one might, just decide to be done with her, and then she has the one for backup.
Right? You can't be alone,
Which feels like he's about ready to be done with her because, with what she did last time about throwing his personal information out on the internet, that was so uncalled for.
Oh,
Like,
right.
he would have
How,
never done that to her.
no, like, tried putting his phone number out to reaction channels. Luckily, they blurred out the number and stuff, which was good.
Yeah,
Or cropped it out.
we we love a good gossip, but we don't want it to actually hurt anybody.
Yeah, we don't want it to hurt no one. And doxing isn't cool.
Dox him.
No, well, you can get sued for that crap.
Yeah, you can get in trouble for that.
Besides the fact that you get YouTube striked for if they found out you're doing crap like that.
Right. Yeah, adoption is not nice.
Well, it's not nice. It's not legal, and
Right. Okay, guys. Okay, so I was on my Instagram
what the hell?
and I went to go look at I seen that Gypsy had posted a story on Instagram. And this was the story she posted. So she has a new video on her family vlog YouTube channel. I have not
Yeah.
watched this yet, but I mean, I'm sure someone will.
Yep.
Our safari adventure with Kim, Gypsy, and Aurora.
That photo would not strike me as a video. It looks more like come to my first birthday party vibes.
Right, or like gives me nursery vibes, like
Yeah.
yeah.
Actually, that looks identical to my son's first nursery I had for
That's what
them.
I was thinking. Yeah, I was like, that looks so familiar.
That was me.
Yep, that's Pace. Right after I seen Gypsy's story and I like clicked off of that. Then Ryan Anderson's story popped up right after. And look who we got here. Pixie. Mean
Oh,
mugging the dang camera. But she's very cute.
oh, he's so cute.
I know. Look at that though.
How would you could just leave that face?
I know.
We did a teddy bear face.
Pixie looks soft and fluffy.
I mean, it looks like he's taking care of her. I mean,
Well, I think he's a good
she's groomed and
Good,
stuff. Like, nice cuts around
dad.
the, good haircut.
Yeah. I think Ryan takes very good care of Pixie. I think that's all we have for you guys today.
Yeah, what do you guys think of the Gypsy Rose gossip for the latest? Do you think Joe Exotic should be released from prison or maybe not?
Shout out to Exotic Joe.
But would you give Joe Exotic a pardon if you were President Trump?
Yes. Also, should Joe Exotic try a different campaign slogan? So I'm not sure that photo was the most attractive one for him.
Right. Poor Joe.
Now Joe Exotic's pissed off.